They quotes change. At the park with the low fade. I was standing in front of Knicks with my sack for the whole day. Drive-bys, that was road rage.
GTS podcast episode.
Get the small ball.
It should be episode 6.
Oh, wow. All right, guys, we're here, and we got episode 5. We're ready to go. We got a special guest here,
Mr. Yes, I know.
Six the Wizard.
Yes, I know.
Everybody knows this man. He's super edgy, and he causes a lot of trouble. How have you been, man?
Shoot, man. Can't call it chilling. You already know. I
I
don't
feel
do
you.
too much, but I do enough.
That's all that matters.
You know?
All right. What? Don't you got stuff to ask him?
Off the rip? Like that, huh?
I did. All right. So let me goddamn get into this.
He said let's
first
get
of
into it
all.
quick.
We were every episode of this podcast, we try and do something a little different. Like every episode is gonna be something different. So we don't, know what I mean, like keep rinse and recycle. We gotta come up with something fresh, and I feel like that's gonna keep us fresh, and that's gonna keep the podcast as good as it can be and as interesting as it could be. Excuse me. So for this episode of the podcast, we have Six the Wizard, and I wanted to do a segment called "Walk to the Store with Me." You know what I'm saying? Where we just walk to our local store, and I mean, in the neighborhood where goddamn people came up and people grew up. And, you know, I grew up, I mean, I seen Six, you know, he's got songs where he rapped about being at Johns Park hooping and being around the North and being around the South and shit. So, you know, I wanted to, you know, since he's been on this side of town, I wanted to walk with him to, I mean, our local store. Hopefully homie could get him his Corona and his mild, you know.
I came equipped with one.
He had the video where he had on his whole jersey.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too.
His whole jersey with everything and the videos of the games, the whole shebang bang. It was deep. I liked it though.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I had to do something like that. It was only right. That whole Madison senior high rivalry thing, it's like I'm the only nigga that probably went to Madison that was out there.
Gotti went to there, but that was out there.
Oh, speaking of that, does anybody still talk to you about the Cypher video?
Every time I go out, I had this random white man come up to me, and he was like, "You know, I know you." I was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah, you were on that Cypher video, weren't you?"
That shit is huge.
I was like, "Yeah, for sure." He was like, "Yeah, everybody at senior high staff was talking about you." I was like, "For real?"
That's
funny.
funny.
He was like, "Yeah, man, you're actually pretty good at what you do. This is an old white man. I'm at Mr. P's on some chilling."
Wow.
Mr. P.
He was in Mr. P's.
That's hilarious.
So I'm like, "Oh, bet. I like that."
That's funny. So how man, let's start it up real quick, brother. How you, man? Why you out here rapping, and what got you into that in the first place, man?
Shoot, I was recording my nigga Tiger for a minute, and then I started managing him. I got him some shows and stuff, and then shoot, it kind of just rubbed off on me because that nigga nice. Henry IV, shout out to my homeboy.
Where's he been?
Shoot, working.
That's one thing I wanted to talk to you about too, man. I wanted to talk to you about the success of Ease and where it came from and where it came up, because Ease was not, I don't want to say like a group before you came, but it felt like that shit didn't really mobilize or get the ball moving until like you came into the picture. You wasn't even rapping.
Well, for real, what that was, my cousin Keon had made that up. Shout out Keon. He had made that up a little while ago when he had came back from the military, and it was just like, it basically represented people who was different. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like adopted that and put it on to what we was doing as far as musically. And after that, shoot, that was just a little brand that we was going off of. It's never dead. We just trying to revamp it and make sure everything come back the right way.
And that group was it was you, Henry Ivy, and Gotti, who's a part of Mansfield as of right now.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Gotti, man. I know, like, we all understood what walks of life we came from. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like in his situation, it's better for you to do that because, like, these are your people. These are the type of people that you always around. You already
Right.
know me. I do my own thing, so you gotta let people do their own thing whenever they want to do
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? So I see him making moves. He was making some hard tracks over there for them.
And again, that was just a part of you being who you was, being, as you said, like being a part of the South Side, being a part of the North Side, and coming together with a group who Tiger himself is from the South Side,
For
and
sure.
Gotti being from the North.
For sure. Yeah, that's been my whole incorporation. Like Southside, I grew up over there. Everybody know that. I grew up over here too. Like I spent my summer times over here. Like my name is carved in front of my dad's house, right across the street from the park.
It's carved,
It's engraved.
engraved.
Like
How you
it's-
do that?
my dad had it cemented. It was cemented in his driveway. Well, not his driveway, in his little walkway. So had me write it down in there. Me and my brothers and my sisters, we all got our stuff over there.
Yeah, that's stamped, nigga. That's cement. You ain't going nowhere
Literally,
for a while. You know what I'm
literally.
saying? Man, that's what's up, man. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you too about that rivalry and pretty much like your thinking process and where you went mentally to think I'm finna show up to fucking Arlen Field with a Madison jersey on.
It's Arlen Field, and the
Yeah.
Madison jersey is only right. Like my mom at her house, she got a whole bunch of my keepsakes.
Okay.
So I had to hit her up like, yo, I know you got one of my jerseys. Speaking of that, she actually got me a custom made jersey in 8th grade that was number 32.
Okay.
She actually went out to Johnson and Johnson or whatever that place was called out there.
I know the name of the store.
Yeah,
Well, I know the place you're talking about.
Yeah, she went out there and got a customized jersey for me, and the school approved that I can have it. So that was something dope. But and to answer your question even more, it's just like shoot, senior high is Madison. That's gonna stand out alone.
Tigers and them Rams.
You dig what I'm saying?
My
So-
dad was a Ram.
For sure, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? But he North End than a motherfucker.
Right though.
My mama North End than a motherfucker.
I'm already knowing. I'm
Oh,
already hit.
now, one more thing I wanted to bring up. This is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I've noticed from other podcasts that they have within their podcast in the beginning they shout out certain sponsorships and certain restaurants around local Mansfield. I kind of wanted to do that as well because I feel like we need to do everything we can to incorporate the city. So I feel like in order for me to do that, I definitely gotta watch these F-bombs because I watched the last episode and I probably used the F-bomb like a period.
I know.
So I'm gonna just try and watch that a little bit. As far as my guests, bro, you can say what you want, but I gotta work on me.
Oh, I already know. I was gonna say whatever, whenever.
Go ahead,
That's already how I am. If I feel something, I'm probably gonna end up saying it. I don't care how nobody think.
Yeah. Know what I mean? But that's a part of who you are. That's a part of the artist you are. Know what I mean?
Right.
I wanted to speak to you about persona, and I wanted to get into that. Like, what? First off, I want to understand what is your definition of persona.
It's just really who. Honestly, I don't think of nothing as like a persona. It's just who you are. It's just being who you are and just being the most you that you can be. I mean, I ain't perfect, but I mean, every day you got to learn something else about yourself. So basically, your persona is just being the best you that you can be. You ain't got to be nobody else. You ain't got to fake it. You ain't got to fake it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just like giving you 100%. Like, but at the same time, I feel like within being an artist and within being a rapper, I feel like within your being yourself, you kind of have to give yourself an extra 10-20% just so people can feel the artist more so.
And that's why I'm so vocal what I do. Like,
and I feel like you're good at that.
Yeah, like if you really know me as a person, you know I'm cool as fuck, and I'll tell the truth no matter what. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you about something. And just with the artistry part, it's just like I can make my voice that much louder. You know what I'm saying?
All right, question. So I know a lot of people feel like you're like, I don't know, really edgy, or lack of a better term, I wouldn't say, well, for lack of a better term, like maybe troll-ish.
I thought about stuff before I do it.
So do you think that, like, the things you do or maybe say on social media or whatever, do you think that possibly may or may not have listeners take your music as serious, or do you even care about that?
I really don't even care.
Yeah.
Because I record by myself, so it's like that's what it is. That's how I felt. If I say something, if I post anything, that's really how I felt at the time. So like, it don't matter. Like, it's up for debate if you want to talk about it, but I really don't be caring. I sit back and have a conversation with people, but when they get into down in my character and start talking crazy, that's when it's like, all right, now you taking it way somewhere that it ain't supposed to be.
So where you trying to get the music going, man?
Wherever it go, like I do regular nigga life shit. You know what I'm saying? I go to work, come home, I walk my dogs, take them to the dog park, and I make music. Like, it's just something that I just do, and it's up for interpretation every time I do it because the shit that be on my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know.
Okay, no doubt. Well, we're glad to have you here.
Let me explain. Can I just explain the I know thing?
Man, that's what I was just about to ask you, bro. I was gonna say, can you please? Because people hear you say that, and people are almost like it's almost memeable. What does that mean?
And I'll tell you one thing: we know that you know.
You did.
We know he knows.
You did. That's the only because
We know you know now.
like I don't
know what you know though.
And that's the crazy part. Like, I don't want it to be. It shouldn't even be that deep of something that you had to think about. But I know a lot of people think too deep about it. But the only things that you know are the things that you know. Think about that.
That's funny you say that. You say that it shouldn't be that deep, but then explain your name.
Man, all right. You want to know what's even crazier? All right, I'm gonna
Because the explanation of your name sounds it sounds a little complex ish.
First of it's Six the Wizard. Six. I'm the sixth child. The Wizard. I feel like when I make music, it's like I'm putting together a whole bunch of my own different mixes to make a potion. You know what I'm saying? So what does a wizard do? I feel like music is like a ritual type of thing. So because you want people to gather around and listen to what you say. That's the whole point. And ironically, I've been studying Satanism lately, and
that's weird.
Yeah, I've been really looking into Satanism, and it's nothing like nobody thinks. It's actually about you being God.
It doesn't have some like along the lines of like just doing what you want.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like you give people respect who deserve respect, and the people that don't, you just don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's like you put yourself first over everything, and then everything follows after that, because you got to put your best effort towards anything that you want to do in order for whatever you want to come out of it. So that's kind of my ritual of what I do and how I do.
So how deep are you into all that studying?
I ain't really got too far. I just got to the rituals and learning about white magic. White magic is a whole different thing that it involves your mind.
How many mana points do you have? That's a nerd joke. Don't
I was
worry
about to say
it.
I was about to say you lost me.
That's a nerd joke. Don't worry
You
about
lost
it.
me.
But
hold on meta point. We'll get back to that.
Okay. So what's like a specific ritual? Like,
Well,
do you like
one that I was really looking into is pretty much like you dive into something. I'm about to put it on the most basic scales because I can go deep into it and lose people. Yeah. It's like you put forth as much of your kinetic energy that you have in your head as possible and make it real energy. So basically, that's what I do in my music. The
law of attraction, sort of.
It pretty much. So the stuff that I say in my music, I talk about me getting stuff, and it eventually happens. Like I talked about banging this girl in the bathroom at a club recently,
like that?
And then I actually banged her in the club. In the girl's bathroom. She got down.
That's the universe, man.
That's one thing that I actually believe in myself. I actually believe in the power of energy, and I believe,
Facts.
With energy, it's possible to manifest these things that you put into the air. I tell my homies all the time, man, don't say or mention or bring around any negative energy.
Facts.
Because it will affect my life.
Facts.
And I know that.
Statistics say that it takes a person 3 times as much to believe in a positive statement than a negative statement.
But that's the power of positivity, because once you put all of that into it, that's what makes it real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what makes it real.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like Six the Wizard. He do
I was
big,
getting ready
like,
to say that gives a new meaning to Six the Wizard.
that's what it's all about, for real.
I was thinking when when you said six, I was believing that it was the what is it, alchemic combination, or what is it that could be six protons, six electrons, six neutrons.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that, but I started thinking like people don't think that deep yet.
But I believe, because Trippie Redd himself, he's actually put that out too, that that's one of his beliefs, six, and that's why he has I think 666 on one of his eyelids, and he explained like that's melanin.
That's all. It's all facts. That's all facts. Like that's my initial meaning, but like for some people, they can't comprehend stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you have to break. I had to break it down to a whole bunch of different other meanings. I found out, all right, I'm the sixth child. I got 6 fingers, and 6 is just the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons. 666. That's what makes a nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, no cap.
No, yeah, I feel you though.
No
And
cap.
then that, and putting in the energy, applying your energy and applying your beliefs is what's gonna make you and carry you as far as you go.
Big facts.
I was gonna ask about, have you ever came across the thought of making a song called Alchemy?
I mean, I have a whole tape called A Wizard's Dream.
Uh-huh.
So, and I got a whole bunch of songs based off of witchcraft. Like the songs are named after like stuff that has to do with witchcraft.
That's interesting.
But in the songs, it breaks down what the meaning of the song is. Like I have one called Minor Illusions. So it's like,
By the way, I downloaded the title just to listen to that song,
it's going hard.
and then I realized I have to pay for title, so
Facts.
so then I didn't
Facts.
listen to it yet.
Facts.
But we finna get into it today.
Facts.
We're gonna play it, and I'm gonna give my first reaction.
Don't you have a song called what is it? What was it called? Hold on.
I got a whole bunch of stuff. Von Doom, you damn near got one of my whole albums on your shit.
That's the album that I have.
Yeah.
You have, what is it called? Hermione Files,
Yeah, I got that.
House of Hogwarts, Minor Illusion, The
Facts.
Hater's Cloth, Mending, You Ain't a God. I get
I
that.
actually took that off of that
Really?
album because I didn't really like it. But I like the way you mixed that joint, though.
Oh, you got the illusionary script, dimension, door, all of that, all that's fly.
Yeah, for sure, man. I really I was really studying that shit, so I really got down deep into what all that shit meant and made songs that are real life situations that stuff like that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like illusory script. Like you put life together in a way that it makes sense. Like say for example, like you see somebody and they provide you with some information and you like, damn, that actually resonated. Then you see it happen in your life. That's kind of already a script that's already wrote, and they done told you about it. Because no matter what, we ain't been in no day past each other. Everybody has been in the same days. Nobody's been in the future. Well, I mean, per se, nobody's been in the future. So everybody's pretty much at the same state of life. It's just we had different walks. So everything relates somewhere. It's just up to the person that's listening to actually take what you being told and put it in your own life, per se.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, being from where you from and seeing what you seen on the south side and the north side, and the people who love you and the people who fuck with you genuinely. Now, I mean, that all has an impact on who you are and what you do. So my question is, how does your music resonate with Mansfield, your walk of life through Mansfield and going through Madison? How can you resonate all that so that there can be like some relatability to like where you from?
Struggle.
The struggle.
You can feel struggle, but you can also feel that my difference. Like, it's a lot of my friends who I try to tell a lot of stuff to, but it's like you can't get through to them.
Yeah.
So, and I went to Madison, so I was able to grow up knowing that, okay, some niggas you can't get through to, but some people who are ready for information,
Yeah.
they listen to it. So in my music, you actually can tell, like, I'm I'm a nigga at heart.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga. I say nigga shit.
You from the hood.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
But it's just like where I came from, where my mom was able to work to get me away from, it introduced me to like a whole different mindset, a whole different way to think. You know what I'm saying? So that's how pretty much my music is. It's street knowledge.
Street knowledge. I appreciate that, man. And that also leads me to say, I believe you're often misunderstood.
All the time.
I believe that people they get this, and that's why I brought up persona. I feel like they see the energy, and it's almost overbearing to the point where people. Now, I mean, when energy is so powerful, people often shy away because it gets misunderstood.
But that's also going. That's the thing, especially like where we from. I actually thrive off of negative energy from here because it seems like everybody who get like a lot of positive energy from here, they get on a high horse and kind of stray away from where they, you know what I'm saying, how much they worked and where they went. I've seen it in basketball players and rappers. Like it's like you got on such a high horse that you felt like you was more than you was and you fell off.
That's crazy. Hey, a lot of people, what do they say? People, when someone doesn't understand something, they usually denounce what they don't know, what they understand. In fact, a lot of people say that people fear what they don't understand. Do you think people might be, I don't know, afraid of you?
It's kind of like they scared of the truth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my songs, I talk about a lot of truth. Like I tell my friends that's in the streets, like, man, it's so much you can be doing with your bread, but they always hit me with the, man, you don't understand, but I do though. Like I understand money and making your money make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
And then to the bitches that I be talking to, it's like, y'all know. If y'all out here on Instagram and doing all this shit, like, why are you like you technically don't have to do that, especially if you're not making money. Don't stop being thirsty. Like, don't be them kind of people.
Get that premium Snapchat or something.
Yeah, man. I actually got a premium Snapchat on my goddamn phone. I don't ever pay for it though, but I'm like, man, there is no way. But they making money though, so I can't even hate them.
Exactly. Get that fansonly.com.
That's the one.
That fans only pay $25 for a video.
Yeah, you get, bro. She advertises so hard. I'm like, damn, she should make music as much as she advertised.
You want to just go ahead and shout out? Because I mean, if they selling their pictures, they probably would appreciate it.
Okay, no doubt.
They probably would appreciate a word. You know what I'm saying? Somebody go ahead and fuck with this premium Snapchat.
Shout out Kristen Curves.
You know what I'm saying? Look, hey,
shout out Kristen Curves.
Yeah, y'all pull your phones out.
Shout out Rihanna Ganley. Let me see. They all in my subscriptions.
Is that a Kristen with a K?
It's definitely a Kristen with a K. And who else? I can't even find them that quick because they way deep in my shit because I don't really be looking at them like that. But when I be sitting at home chilling, just going through snaps that pop up like, oh, yeah. Hey, you give me $25, I'll show you this video of me getting fucked from the back.
Hey,
Lord?
Get your money however way, as long as your parents don't see it. Get your money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I respect it, but like, come on, man. Like,
hey, if you can go to church with your head held high, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
I'm
not. He said nope.
Nope.
Won't be no daughter of mine.
You gotta, if you go be a hoe all the way. Goddamn, what the hell is you in church for?
Yeah, if you gonna hoe.
If you gonna be a hoe, know what I mean? You got the rest of your life, unless you get HIV. Know what I'm saying? To go ahead and just be a hoe. Know what I'm saying? Strap up, be safe. Know what I'm saying? Make your money.
You're hoe shaming now.
I'm not hoe shaming. I'm showing love. I'm showing love, actually.
But the thing is, you can't halfway hoe.
Yeah, you don't be ain't no such thing as a halfway hustle.
You can't halfway hoe.
Mob Deeps? Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Oh no, go ahead and be a whole crook.
Be a hoe, because we'll respect you way more for being a hoe.
Why can't you go to the church says come as you are?
Because I mean that's different though.
I'm not gonna trust
Cause
it.
you going in there being a hoe and you know you a hoe. You probably about to do some hoe
You
shit.
finna
in
suck
church.
the pastor's dick.
Yeah, man.
I
And
know.
you
I
gonna
just said I was gonna
and you
censor
already-
myself, but
And you already know the notion of pastors already fucking everybody in the
and the
congregation.
pastors they do that anyways. Big Crit talked about that.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of his songs about how how the pastor will walk up to him and he'll ask him for money and he know he tricking. Goddamn,
Facts.
that's something that Big Crit he know. Know what I'm saying?
You did.
He know. What he said, I know he buying pussy. He won't lie to my face. Know what I'm saying? But know what I mean? If you feel like you need to change your life, I'm not against that. Know what I'm saying? I'm personally not religious, but know what I mean? I believe that people deserve the right to completely believe in whatever, know what I mean, gives them hope and faith. Know what I'm saying? Do that. But if you finna just, know what I mean, hoe on Saturday and Friday, all Saturday, Friday,
And
you
then
get
talk
your
about
money.
I never can find a good relationship. You a hoe.
Yeah, and then I'm not in a good relationship. I gotta go to church and get saved and wash these sins up off. Like, nah, man, go ahead and sell some pussy Sunday too. Know what I mean?
Might
This
as well
ain't
sell-
Chick-fil-A.
Sell pussy
Know what I'm
7 days a
saying?
week, baby girl. Because you
7
never
days
know.
a
You
week.
might get the whiz and snatch and never save them.
You think the weed man stopped selling weed on Sundays? No.
Weed man don't stop selling weed.
Crack? You think the crack man stopped selling crack on Sundays?
stop.
They don't stop. Hustling don't stop, and that's a street hustle.
If you hustling, you hustling. That goes back to what I said. Like, if you gonna do something, put your all into it. That's basically the basis of Satanism. It's like, if you gonna do something, don't halfway do it because it's not gonna be taken for what you want it to be taken for. It's not gonna work.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's crazy.
It's not that makes a lot of sense.
It's so crazy how everything that we was taught not to like, we were supposed to like. Is like they said when I in doing my research, they said black cats are supposed to be bad luck when they not bad luck. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's just little shit that we done been taught that I done learned. Like, wow,
I'm not really a superstitious person.
I got
so
finessed all my life.
All right. Well, I'll ask you something about this. Maybe I'm just being too literal and too deep in it, right? So you're studying the Satanism thing. So Satanism is basically I don't know if they get into the
Sacrifices.
No, not sacrifice. Well, I wasn't talking about all that.
That's black magic.
But I was talking about how Satanism is basically a religion based off, I guess, Lucifer, right?
Facts.
The highest ranking angel back then.
Facts.
So I just wondered, so if it's like, I guess, because for me it always felt like, Satanism is about, like you said, doing what you want, basically like rebelling in a way.
It could be, and in the times that we live in right now, doing what you want is basically rebelling. Mm-hmm. If you're not doing everything by the books, you're rebelling. So everybody's rebelling.
Anything against society.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anything is you can put rebellion on anything.
Mm-hmm. So I was also thinking, since it's about Lucifer, the main story is, God created the heavens and the earth, angels, principalities, all that other stuff. And then, Lucifer was like, dang, I want to be you. And then God was like, nah, fam, kicks him out of heaven. Now he's the devil.
But listen how spiteful that is. That's so spiteful. I'm about to kick you out of heaven. What?
Well, I mean, it was like a war.
Because everybody else felt like, too, this is just my thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else felt like, man, that's not right. You just going to kick this man out of here?
Well,
we all want what you got. Why can't we all be like equals?
Now, and I was also, cause I wanted to know your thoughts, because I'm like, okay, there's that. But then, like, if you think about real life, if you're like if you're at like Sam's Club, you have a membership, right? And if you acting out all up in Sam's Club trying to be like, yo, I'm finna run Sam's Club.
Sam.
I'm about to be Sam. And then they see that, and then they like, I'm sorry, bro, we're gonna have to take your membership. You can't be here.
Start taking their chips off the shit.
Right.
but that just means I want to have my own Sam's Club, so I got to do what I need to do to have my own Sam's Club. The way my perspective is on it is like, personally, it's like, okay, if I was in Sam's Club and Sam's Club did something wrong to me, and it's like, man, I was with you all this time and you did me wrong. All right, I'm about to go make a Mark's Club. And they
There
gonna
you
have
go.
everything that you got, but we gonna do better because you did me wrong.
Right. But I was thinking, but isn't there like better ways to go about things? Like, for example, couldn't Lucifer just been like, "Hey fam, I like what you have. I ain't trying to kill you or nothing, but I just want a piece of the pie too."
And I feel like that's what he did. And God was like, hold on. There's no way you can get a piece of this pie.
Well, I mean, if you look in the Bible, he took 1/3 of angels and tried to go to war with God.
He already waged war when you did that. Like, that's such a spiteful act. If you gotta live and let live.
So I just wanted you to be clear, like this kind of all falls into the misunderstanding thing. I gotta switch hands because this one all fucked up. But anyways,
Yakking it off, huh?
Nah, somebody tried to kill me with a
Lord
machete
have
and they
mercy.
cut a tendon in my middle finger, and I can no longer grip things
Jesus.
in my left hand. But anyways,
Jesus.
we talking about just this whole misunderstanding thing and people being afraid of what they misunderstand. With people hearing all of this talk of Satanism, you don't believe that that'll scare them off? Because I feel like what you're speaking of, it's positive. You're actually saying some positive things, but just the word Satanism alone could be scary for people.
I know, because it was scary for me when I was looking into it. But it's like, you can't just throw something away just because of the words on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just if you got taught one thing, it's good for you to know everything around that one thing and to get a deeper understanding of it. That's why I'm cool with people like, oh, this nigga's 6, man. He be on some bullshit. If you know me, I'm never on no bullshit. Like, I'll pull up to your crib and have a cookout at your crib, and I'll provide everything.
And show love.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm about. I show love. Mm-hmm. If I respect you, you got my respect. Like that. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
And I feel like, like I said, again, this is just all positive shit. But I feel like with this interview, people are seeing a knowledgeable side of you. But at the same time, it's just that word is just scary to people. And I want you to just, keep informing people. And no, we're not trying to convert anybody into any type of belief.
I'm not even in, like I said, I'm not a Satanist.
Yeah, he's not a Satanist.
I'm not a Satanist. It's just the theories and the things behind it. It actually resonates more with my life and how I am as a person.
And there's nothing wrong with anybody actually like digging into other beliefs, because at the end of the day, nobody knows truly at what happens at the end.
You got to find out what fits you.
Mm-hmm. You have to find
what
out.
fits you.
Absolutely.
Make you feel comfortable. That, and like mixing that with what I learned from the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. Like, Satanism says treat others how they should be treated.
Yeah.
So that both goes hand in hand. If you don't respect me, I'm not about to respect you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to do that. For
and
what?
Why should you?
Yeah, for what?
I just feel like, goddamn, a lot of your music is so much. It's so much. It gets entangled so much with just like I said, a huge part of you is just being misunderstood, man. And I just kind of want from the get go, I want people to understand like who you are and what you stand for. If
people actually took the time, I know I done been out to bars with people and spent hundreds of dollars just buying people drinks just because. And eat out. Just because I like to kick it. I like to see people laugh. I like to see you have a good time. I'm doing my part in this whole thing. I'm just hoping people do their part. Now,
I don't really think as long as I've known you, I don't really think you've had, I don't think you're really bad of a guy at all, for real.
Facts.
I don't think anybody thinks you're a bad guy. I don't know, maybe except for talent, maybe, I don't know. But
I don't know about that dude. It was so funny because after that whole thing happened, I ended up seeing him in Columbus at Red, White, and Boom. It was literally right after all that happened, and he was just like, man.
It's the city's favorite coon.
Yeah, you did. But it's so crazy that people, you probably heard them songs, but there's a lot of details in those songs that I actually said that, like, if we was beefing, he probably would have wanted to fight me, but he know I'm just a funny person, so I make a joke out of the past type of thing. So he was just like, man, I see you out here trying to do a little something. I'm like, man, you already know. I just like putting words together sometimes, chilling, drinking.
Right on.
At the same time, it's like you gotta put in like the impact that you made when y'all went through that, because at the end of the day, Talent hadn't rapped since like 2014,
Brought him out.
2013. You brought that nigga out of hiatus or whatever you want to call it, retirement, whatever. This nigga dropped a verse.
Hold on.
Brought him out.
We gotta check that though, because 2014.
I think it was called 2 a Days or something he had out around that time.
He did have a verse in Undefeated of the East too. I don't remember if that came out before you did that or what.
Of the East came out.
No, that was after.
That was after?
I had brought him out and he got back. He got back to it for a little second, then said, "Nah, I'm about to just not do it."
Okay, I was just because you.
But shout out Talon though. Shout out my nigga Talon.
Shout out Talon. Your beard is weird.
Hey, shout him out.
Shout out Talon. He's got his special beard oil. If y'all want to go get a big ass Rick Ross beard so the hoes can come after you, because you know they love that masculine stuff.
I might need to pick me up some. I'm Mr. Snatcher, never say these hoes.
I forgot what it's called, but go get Talon's beard oil. I've been trying to get, because I only got this here, and I want to get the Rick Ross so I can get a chain and then girls can flock to my body.
I Snatcher, never say these hoes because I know.
It's called Talon's Beard Butter. Spelled Budda.
Yeah, while you at it, go ahead and stop by the Black Crown shop.
Yeah, stop by the Black Crown shop. Shout out to them, man. Big shout out to them, man.
Holding it down in all black junk.
What is the significance to your? I don't want to say career, but to your music as the impact of Johnny Tanner, because I see you kind of. I don't want to say you kind of use him to kind of market. But at one point in time, you were doing things that were we were taking pictures of or on videos that he couldn't help but to comment on, I feel. And it kind of took your shit to the next level.
I mean, I appreciate him for that. He got a nice little following on the net. You know
30 million, 40, actually 40 billion.
He got people that be paying attention to his shit. So, I mean, I thank you for that. But like I said, the music is up for interpretation, however people want to take it. You want to make a meme out of me? I don't care. Do it.
Even he dissed you. He dropped a diss track.
Did he?
I think it was with Talon. It was around that same time.
Missed it. Missed it.
That's interesting because I feel like it was kind of like them talking about you being the city's favorite coon and all this and all that. Can you get into that too, by the way? Because I feel like with the city being how it is it possible to even have a favorite coon?
And that's the crazy part, because it's not even possible to have a favorite coon.
Yeah.
That's why I even did that. I'm like, man, I mean, y'all could play on that all you want.
Yeah.
But I dropped that one song, and it had 2,000 views on this website.
Why did they call you the city's favorite coon?
I don't know.
You don't
That's
remember
one thing
the
that
situation?
I don't know.
I thought it was around Kanye. Kanye had did something.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, yeah, you kind of fucked with it. And what's crazy is everybody was on your ass, but I actually was agreeing with you at the time.
I remember. Wasn't it because of him going to office and wearing the MAGA hats? Yeah, I remember because he was making some posts about you, you were leaning towards that, weren't you?
Yeah, because it's shoot, man, if y'all want to judge Kanye, you don't know how Kanye think. Kanye might do some spiteful shit, but his antics be right along with what he talk about.
Kanye wasn't supporting the president. Kanye was supporting the idea of the
making
president.
America great.
Nah, it wasn't even about making America great. He admired the fact that despite everyone else against the president decided to just do it and go whatever.
And that's what you need to do.
He admired that energy. He admires the idea of someone doing something and being determined to do it despite what other people say, because that's what Kanye did.
That's facts.
And he admires people like that. He admires people like Steve Jobs. He admires people like Bill Gates. He admires people like Walt Disney, because they worked really hard to do what they wanted to do despite the no's and all the people not going on with their ideas.
Facts.
He went out and did it.
Facts.
That's what he admired. And the MAGA hats was a symbolization of that.
Facts.
To be honest with you, I don't even think Kanye is tripping over any politics. It had nothing to do with politics.
Yeah, I was about to say it had nothing to do with politics. And that's what people it's we don't listen to Kanye for his political views. Yeah. We listen to him for his music.
Yeah.
We listening for that. So whatever Kanye got going on outside of the shit that we listen to him for, like, I don't give no fuck. Do what you do, bruh. Like,
And he's a black millionaire. Why are we mad at a millionaire for
Right.
being a Republican?
Right.
It's beyond me. Like that don't even like. Come on, man. Of course Kanye is a Republican. Of course Kim Kardashian is a Republican. They get huge tax breaks. Like
at the end of the day, I
They
know they want to
yes.
help niggas. Cause Kanye mom she was in like the Black
she was in the
Panthers or
sit-ins.
something.
She was in the Chicago sit-ins
Yeah.
back in the 60s.
So he already knowing what's up with all that. Like,
Actually, I was wrong. It was in Atlanta. They were in Atlanta doing the sit-ins.
yeah, I know it was somewhere.
It was in the South because I believe both of his parents, or if not both, I believe his father is from Atlanta. And Kanye was actually born in Grady. He's a Grady baby.
That's how it go. Like he'll never forget where he came from and what he trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But I like niggas like him, niggas like Hove, niggas like LeBron, like they have came from dirt and they really doing shit for people despite however people looking at him on the outside, you know what I'm saying? Jay done freed niggas he done got niggas out of jail.
Speaking of that, what do y'all think about the NFL thing?
Dope. Because Jay-Z, the one thing he said about that, it was, we didn't have no seat there, so we ain't have no say.
So now we got to say.
Now we got a seat.
But
Now we got to say.
But now people are really like feeling some type of way. People are feeling some type of way because of how he's trying to do a deal with the NFL, but then Kaepernick out here don't have a job. But at the same time, Kaepernick had a settlement.
I was about to say he finessed for a settlement.
I don't think he finessed for a settlement because they said he settled for at least less than $10 million. There's cats on the bench of teams that are getting paid more than that.
That's facts, but he getting paid to not do nothing.
I guess he does have that Nike deal. I think.
Yeah, he still got a Nike deal.
But I really think Jay-Z is really doing something because I think that he's, like you said, now they're inside and they have a say with certain things, and they already like donated like $400,000 to somewhere like.
And then what LeBron did, he got that whole uninterrupted thing. He's starting a campaign where it's called the Glass Helmet, and is making sure that the players ain't just a player under a helmet. They get to be seen and heard.
Right.
That's the whole concept of the glass helmet. Like, it's not just a person behind this helmet. This is somebody who has a voice.
I think they're trying to create brands with players now.
They gonna do that.
They're creating brands from players because I'm starting to see that. To me, in my opinion, because a lot of cats from the NFL, a lot of cats from the NBA, they usually, especially NFL, they usually have this thing where they have grievances with the NFL because they feel like slaves. They feel like slaves. They just
they get paid half of, like almost not even half of the money that the NFL is really making as far as like endorsements and everything around it.
Right.
And you just paying these people to shut up and do this.
Right. And so it seems like they're trying to get to the point where they want to see them as more as just a player, you know, as just like big fat muscle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's all. And that's what the NFL had tried to look at people at, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all y'all do is y'all go out here and just play this game. When it's like, these people got lives too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all low key taking food out of their mouths because y'all greedy.
And I wish, and I'm speaking of that in the NFL right now, I wish that the Browns would stop screwing up because they had a lead. Now it's 15-6, and I'm really upset. And the third, I'm upset.
All right, so goddamn, we kind of gonna have to cut this episode a little short because I know Vaughn, he got to dip in a little bit.
What time is it?
But it's almost 3:30, and I know he got to be somewhere. So I kind of wanted to just get into this music. I couldn't get into. We wanted to touch on that New Hope joint because that shit is actually hard. Oh, yeah. But
shout out to Devon Dutch. He's really out here doing his thing. So
yeah, he working. He been
hopefully
working.
we'll get to that. But we got to put out some, got to play some songs here. So
we got to get into Six the Wizards, Minor Illusion, and
I got this one I'm trying to send.
Who Dunny from Bansfield just sent me an exclusive, so we probably just gonna play those two. And this is I've never heard Minor Illusion, so I'm gonna give a genuine good reaction, or
Yeah, we can play that. I'm about to say if you got
That's
that,
his newest single. That's his newest joint. And
you put that out?
I
it's
put
out.
it out. Yeah, I just put a link just to title. I ain't put it out for you. If you ain't got a title, you probably ain't gonna be able to listen.
You can't. If you don't got title, you can't listen to that motherfucker.
I fuck with title. I think it's on Apple Music too.
I was just on Apple Music. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, it might. I think they put it on Apple Music for me too. I'm not 100%.
Check that out. But Pooh Dunny from Bansfield just sent me this exclusive. It looked and it
Shout
don't
out
got
Dunny
no
too.
title.
Dunny done put some shit together too.
Dunny is a genius, bro.
He done
Because
put some shit
let me
together.
tell you, he's never been like the rapper. He's almost how like Jim Jones was back in the day with Dipset, where he was almost like,
Right.
that wasn't his role, and he's made it to where like he's pulling artists together. He's
Shit,
he's doing some shit. He's doing
I was
some
about to
shit.
say, being around EA, that'll make you a rapper.
Actually, you might have to send me that because I have the files, but then I have to like get off of this to pull it up, and I can't do that because it'll mess up the recording. So. Oh, it's on Apple Music. Oh, yeah, it's on Tidal. Chad, why don't you put it on all the platforms?
It should be on all of them.
Oh, for real?
It should be.
Oh, hold on real quick.
I only mess with title.
Here on Apple Music under Six the Mastermind and Six the Wizard.
See, I don't know.
It's right here, Minor Illusion. Pull straight up.
Oh, well, let's play it through your phone here.
Check it out. Okay. Sorry, bro. I think I'm tired.
It's all good. Six the Wizard, Minor Illusion. Man, y'all iPhone niggas are weird. The iPhone, man, Apple be killing y'all, bro. Bro, it's Six the Wizard.
That's
Well,
him.
we
Yes, I
gonna-
know.
We gonna get it in there. Minor Illusion. Yeah, it's right here.
I knew it was on there. They wasn't sending me the little checks for nothing.
Do we got it?
I had put that out so long. Well, I had put it up on the streaming site.
The wizard.
Oh shit.
Hop out the six and go crazy. Striping up with no location. Master my time, I'm so patient. I'm dead in these niggas' careers now. Controlling them, they riding shotgun. Told them that losing was not fun. Winning, I'm up now. The six ain't a sheep, he a cash cow. Spending my bread to go buy me a shorty, go buy her some ass and some titties too. Walk in the club and it's any Corona, you golden if you got the stripes too. It's something about winning, it's something about grinding. I'm glowing cause I got my light on. I told them I'm working, they say that I'm working. My form is so perfect like Mike though. A special edition, the newest edition, the way I can be in a friend zone. I'm taking the trophies, I'm taking the belt, and I'm leaving the game with my ring gone. Safari, my coat in Ohio, my weather, I'm cold, so on me it's a fur coat. These niggas be talking, they hating on me, but I bet they ain't looking for smoke though. I bet they gon' live out my quotes and say it was theirs, they lacking the truth. They talking the sick, but don't know what it is, they missing the sauce and the juice. Yes, I know I do. Of course I'm here to grind. I'm working till I get a Nike check. Adidas, I'm striping up, give me respect. Popping right up out the blue. Boo, the wizard got magical tricks. Boo, the wizard got saucy, got juice. Ooh, saucing on her and I juice. Ooh, I'm cooking, I'm whipping, I'm dipping, I'm gone. Word is bond, it's set in stone. I'm in my zone, off in my mode. Don't cloud my vision, niggas zone. Popping right up out the blue. Boo, the wizard got magical tricks. Boo, the wizard got saucy, got juice. Ooh, saucing on her and I juice. Ooh, cooking, I'm whipping, I'm dipping, I'm gone. Word is bond, it's set in stone. I'm in my zone, off in my mode. Don't cloud my vision, niggas zone. Lacing my sneakers and hitting my jumpers. My team is stacked like the thunder. We full of them wars, not losing so often. Clovers on us like Boston. Don't switch up your team before niggas get seasoned. The break is gonna take us to way better reasons. We grinding, we pushing like it's the off season. We smoking them devils and drinking them demons. Take them home, drop them off, then I lift off in my spaceship. I got a 30 clip, that's a deep ball. Snatching, don't save them, that's for all y'all. Boy, I be working, don't pressure my craft, I'ma finish on time, I'm the scramble king. I'm jumping on goals and I'm jumping on vision, my life is an open top trampoline. I know where I'm going, I'm focused, my vision, I'm telling myself that I'm seeing things. I'm sowing, I'm reaping and planting the seed and I water the plant so it grow, you know. Don't be wasting your talent, your vision is yours and your goals are right there for the taking. Go cook up the steak and it's finished whenever you ready, just go ahead and taste it. I know that I got it, I go in my bag and I just grab a chip with a dab of ranch. I told on sauce, I'm winning, so I let it drip, you know. Popping right up out the blue. Boo, the wizard got magical tricks. Boo, the wizard got sauce, he got juice. Ooh, saucing on her and I juice. Ooh, I'm cooking, I'm whipping, I'm dipping, I'm gone. Word is bond, it's set in stone. I'm in my zone, off in my mode. Don't cloud my vision, niggas zone. Popping right up out the blue. Boo, the wizard got magical tricks. Boo, the wizard got sauce, he got juice. Ooh, saucing on her and I juice. Ooh, cooking, I'm whipping, I'm dipping, I'm gone. Word is bond, it's set in stone. I'm in my zone, off in my mode. Don't cloud my vision, niggas zone.
That was 6 the Wizard.
You know, that was a little something I put together a nice little time ago. I was like, man, this shit hit the airwaves real quick.
Fly.
That shit go crazy in the club.
So our next joint we got is. Hold on real quick. I think it was about to. Nah, but tell us about it.
Ain't much I could really say about it because literally before we shoot these, I try to go live or I'll go live during it so people can see what's going on. But I just went live and Pooh Dunny has seen it and I had got off live, but after I got off, he commented and he was like, "Yo, what's your email?" Know what I mean? I'm finna send you something. I want you to play it on the show or whatever. And I jumped back on. He called me or whatever. He FaceTimed me and was like, "Yo, send me your email. Or whatever." So I sent him my email and he just dropped this track off. It has no name so far because we haven't heard it. So I mean, this is a fresh track, fresh reaction from all of us.
Niggas have to be more professional, by the way. If you want to put your stuff on content, you have to make sure it's professional. You know, at least state the title and the name, you know.
That probably take her.
Okay. This shit hurt, man. Everybody telling. Niggas ain't keeping it real. Bitches ain't real. But I'ma stay solid. The team gon' stay solid. Okay, nigga. It's Dunny, man, huh? Pain, that's all I feel is pain. Lil' bro gone, it's like I'm standing in the rain. This boy 3 times, so I'm seeing better days. Lost a couple bitches, probably need to change my ways. All these niggas snitching, got them looking very strange. I wish I had enough to buy my niggas special frames, so we can see everybody's trying to fuck the game. And all my niggas fresh, we can never be the same. Designer on our shirt, we just trying to dodge the raid. But you got niggas like real that's in the fucking way. Faking like you tough, but you hiding every day. Bands feel Dunny, nigga, I bet his bitch know my name. Pain, all I feel is pain. Heard my homie tellin' it can never be the same. Pain, all I see is pain. Working off the phones, trying to see better days. Rain, all I see is rain. Pain, niggas changing every day. Everybody solid, I can put that on my name.
All my niggas.
I can put that on my name.
I ain't never felt so much pain.
This shit real.
I ain't know that every day it would rain.
Like every day.
I ain't know that I would never in my life see T again. I give up everything just to see you with me again. I ain't know niggas was gon' tell on us.
These niggas rap.
I ain't know that they would put real on
This
us.
shit crazy.
I could see it in his eyes, he really was in the street, nigga. And shame on Shy Meek, how you trick and deceive niggas. Telling lies on us, trying to hurt and delete niggas. We gotta stop letting money blind us from weak niggas. I knew that you would change for a bitch,
Cause that's you.
but I ain't know you was gonna turn out a snitch.
Pain, all I feel is pain. Heard my homie tellin' it can never be the same. Pain, all I see is pain. Working off the phones, trying to see better days. Rain, all I see is rain. Pain, niggas changing every day. Everybody solid, I can put that on my name.
All my niggas.
I can put that on my name.
I gotta talk about this motherfucker and then we gotta get out. But I got to talk about this shit. Boy, that motherfucker was fire. That nigga touch. Hey, first of all, this just goes back into the comparison I was making between Pooh Dunny and Jim Jones. Like, yo, we're literally seeing Dunny evolve as an artist. That was crazy.
Facts.
We're seeing that, bro. Like, I know you couldn't just hear that song, but nigga, that was really introspective.
That nigga had put a preview out on somebody's shit, and I was like, damn.
That was introspective, and I feel like EA, to me, some of his best songs are when he's introspective and he talks about like shit that fucks with him. And he touched on like, he touched on Rel being fucked up. He touched on Shamik being fucked up. Like that shit was that was a really dope song, yo. They need to put that shit out. Definitely appreciate them sending that, man, because that track was fire. That was fire. What you thought about that, Vaughn?
I liked it. It was really cool. It was really very informational.
It was that was introspective for them. Like, and I appreciate when trap niggas get introspective with the raps. Because motherfucking that's like how Jeezy is, and I feel like Jeezy shines when he does that too. Like, know what I mean?
All right, so we got one more joint because 6 wants to do one more joint, and we got to dip because I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna give this to you. And what is this joint you trying to show us?
It's called I Like That. I ain't dropped it yet, but it's a little something that niggas I know they gonna fuck with.
Oh, that nigga, I thought you had it queued up, nigga.
I did. I had to restart my computer. Well, it died.
Oh, damn. God damn.
It did real quick. I was over here fucking with it.
You know, I think
he gave me the Wi-Fi password. I was over here getting busy real fast.
I just sent it to him through my phone.
You know what I think we should do next time?
What?
We should get like top 10 best songs.
I think I've been wanting to do that.
Top 10 best songs. So
that was definitely what we just played. Might have just been definitely one of them.
yeah.
Well, it's got EA and Pooh, and it's got New Age Pooh.
Yeah,
it's got New Age Pooh.
Wait, I know you didn't hear the song, bro. Wait till you hear this shit. Bro.
I don't want to hear it. Wasn't sent to me. I'll hear it when the podcast come out.
That shit was fire.
I'm already knowing.
So, if y'all see this, go on my Facebook or Rob Facebook or DM us your best song.
Top 10.
Best song. We're going to get our top 10 best song.
Not getting on.
And we're going to talk about you.
We gonna talk about you.
Don't let me be here because I will sure talk about you.
And 6 go dog you out.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I will love to tell anybody that their song is trash.
I'm a blunt, honest person. If it's not good, it's not good.
Yeah, but not just to be a mean person.
Yeah,
it's just to make sure
I
people
like
realize
working,
that, because you know, a lot of rappers, or especially around here, are like they're like that American Idol person that is auditioning, and they're like, yo, everybody tells me that I should sing, that I'm a great singer, and they end up being trash. You know, a lot of cats are like that. So, you know, cats with good ears that's been doing this, we gonna judge some song.
All right, I'm about to play this shit.
Okay, so what is it called, brother?
It's called Like That.
Like That. All right, let's see what we got. Play that bit.
Yes, I know.
Hey.
Making beats again.
I really do though.
Yeah.
I said I know. I pull up, I watch my pockets go up. I know I do. I saw some juice, they hating, I know that. It's big facts, no cap in my raps. If I say it, then I'm living like that, take that, like that. The wizard got it like that. Speak facts, them niggas typing all caps, so they all cap. Big facts, when I know that, I really know that. I take a picture like a Kodak and make it last long. I take them out the picture, they let the pass wrong. I smoke it out the zip, I know the gas strong. She know I pack long and thick, I make her do a trick. The money I just make it flip, I gotta stack the chips. I need it all and bring the dip with it. I'm too nice with it, like I'm rolling dice with it. Never crapping out though, they smoking on that endo, I got that out though. She let me in it, then I'm leaving out the back though. I snatch and never say these hoes, they know how that go. I'm poofer than a Uber, I might catch a lift. Either way I'm going, I'm out, Tokyo drift. She can't suck the whole thing, I make her suck the tip. The wizard with the Midas touch, I got the magic tricks. I know I do. Watch me hit a lick on it. But they can't never say I switched on it. All that hating shit, I don't condone it.
Don't condone it.
If it's money on it, then I'm on it. The wizard always on it. Sick side, I'm always in it. I'm never finished. Always eating, cooking dinner. I do the dishes. They can't feel my shit, I make them witness. I make them listen. I put it all into fruition. If I want it, then I get it, cause I get it. I roll up, I pull up. I watch my pockets go up. I know I do. I saw some juice. They hating, I know that.
big facts, no cap, no cap in my raps. If I say it, then I'm living like that, like that, like that. Take that, like that. The wizard got it like that. Speak facts. Them niggas typing all caps, so they all cap. Speak facts.
Hey. And that was 6. Get
the smoke.
6 the Wizard out here with a banger.
Get the smoke. You like that?
Fly.
That's a little
That was
something
fly.
that I had going on. You know what I'm saying? Just letting people know that.
Yeah, and that joint was pretty tight, bro. And that type fits with your flows, bro.
I like
Real talk.
that.
It fits with your flow.
I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. But I think we got to dip.
We has.
It's been a pleasure.
Ain't got time and got
It's
to go.
been a
Miss
pleasure.
Ho.
It's been a pleasure chilling with us, man. I appreciate that.
Get the smoke.
So I think next week we might just play a bunch of dope songs, right? We can do that.
Yeah, we just go play. We go do top 10 best songs. Know what I'm saying? Send y'all songs to y'all to my email or to Vaughn's email. Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just make a post and I'm just gonna put my email out there, and I'm gonna say everybody send y'all shit, and I'm gonna be doing that pretty much all week. And I mean, I'm thinking my co-host will do the same. So
yeah. So you just send your joints and we're gonna check them out. So, you got anything else? Any shout outs? Any future endeavors you got going on, Mr. 6 the Wizard?
Oh, I got a few shows coming up, but that's just all for me. Shout out Black Crown though. Shout out my nigga Henry IV. Shout out myself, because if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't be getting up doing shit. Shout out Von Doom. Shout out Rod Wade. Shout out Get the Smoke. Get the Smoke. Get the Smoke.
Get the smoke.
There it goes.
One more thing, man. I just wanted to say shout out to 6 because goddamn, eventually we originally planned to have him do the wing challenge, but we couldn't do it today. But we still got like the hot ass wing sauce. So 6 was like, fuck it, I just want to try the sauce. So man just took a whole big ass glob of this hot ass sauce and ain't do shit to him. Homie looked at it and sipped his Corona and was straight. Didn't have no water, no nothing.
Just to do it. Just to do it.
Just to do it. Just for the fuck of it.
Oh yeah, shout out the Clubhouse. And shout out Martini's on Main. Shout out D Smitty. I heard that chicken sandwich is hard. I live a little bit away, so I ain't got to try one yet, but I'm gonna get me one. Best believe that.
Right on.
Who else? Shout out Nuke for doing hella shit in the community. Shout out her. Who else I need to shout out? I hope I ain't missing nobody. Shout out Young 23. Young 23 doing this thing. Shout out Pooh Dunny, of course. Shout out EA. Shout out all my niggas over there on the Bansfield side. Shout out all my South Side niggas. Y'all already know how we rocking. Dutch, I already see how you coming, my baby. Shout out you. Yeah, shout out. Let me see. Who else do I need to shout out? I already shouted out Von Doom, Rod Wade. Who else? Who else need to? I don't know. If I missed you, just you could say something to me. But that's my apologies. I'm just going off the fly right now. But shout out everybody that's actually doing it, man. Actually doing something. Shout out GMT Armani too, still holding it down for the guys. Shout out that nigga. He's still doing what he got to do out here. Shout out my nigga Paul Drama too, on some real shit. You dig?
Cool. All right. Well, that's it, guys. We will see you next week. Thank you,
Yes,
6, for coming out.
Yes, I know.
And nigga, we out.